Life's goal.
Have you considered donating your legs to the legless?
Or destroying documents for the shredderless?
Let's leave this up to Fry. He just needs a little peace and quiet.
Not on my watch.
That's it. I've got my goal.
And so quickly. What is it?
J. Philip I. Fry. I, Philip J. Fry, hereby pledge to watch every TV show ever made.
Ugh.
I don't know, meatbag. There's a mighty deep diaper of content out there.
I eat diapers for breakfast. It'll take a lot of sitting, but with the world's 4th most popular streaming service, I can do it. I'm subscribing to Hulu.
No, I didn't know how much I needed new Futurama in my life, but here it is, finally.
Streaming on Hulu.
Hulu. How many times can a show get canceled on this many networks?
I think my favorite bit was, "We really loved your show. We're canceling it." You will always have a place in our heart. Strike the set.
I like Slurm Zero.
Oh, have you seen it yet?
I haven't seen the new one yet.
Oh, okay. Well, then
it's chock full of
on
references.
Hulu?
It's on Hulu. It's chock full of references to being canceled several times.
Good, as it should be.
Yeah. All right, TV10 Podcast, episode 0458. This is coming to you from the hellscape.
Well, we're sheltered from the hellscape in the TV10 studios.
It's a dry hellscape.
Yeah, we're in the 5th basement here because we have a special guest. It's been a while.
Hey, say hi.
Hey, it's Bliss Merlot.
There
Hi.
she is.
Thank you for inviting me in here out of the sun.
Yes, as we
can't handle it right now.
Redheads do not belong in the sun.
Yes,
No,
gingers and vampires are not good in the sun. We've established this.
Hibernate in the summer.
Are there any redheads in Barbie? You haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. Have
Nope.
you seen it? You've seen
No,
it, right?
I have not seen
Okay,
Barbie.
none of us have seen it.
Well, here's where
I hear there's weird Barbie.
I know that for a fact. As it
Could
stands,
be a redhead.
as I am talking right now live on air, I am 2/3 of the way from achieving the triple B. So
What's that?
basically, bombs, beer, and Barbie.
Oh.
So if they show Oppenheimer and Barbie at Broovies, The Office, you'll be
Yes.
set?
Well, here's the thing. They are not showing Oppenheimer,
Yeah.
but that's okay. I had to wander away from The Office. I did see it there. I don't know why it needs to be 3 hours, but you do you, Christopher Nolan. But thankfully, as I headed to the office, I got some beer, but motherfucker, there are a lot of people just jam-packed in at the office for Barbie.
So you couldn't get in?
No.
Couldn't sneak in.
I couldn't sneak in. There was that many people there, and I have never seen so much pink and fuchsia in my life.
Oh, fuchsia is such a great color.
Oh my God. I'm happy for them. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy, but motherfucker, nobody anticipated
Everyone's going
this.
to the movies. Everyone's going to the movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, go woke, go broke, man.
Easy there, Mr. DeSantis. What are your feelings about the woke mob?
You know, somebody pointed out, I think it was on MSNBC, Jen Psaki, the former press secretary. Is that what she was?
Psaki, yeah.
Redhead, yeah. She said, this campaign just seems like a cry for help. He's not really serious about running. He just wants somebody to notice that he's really struggling.
Someone help me, please.
Yeah.
Someone make me stop doing this.
Or if I'm going to quote from the Princess Bride, you keep using that word. I do not think it means what you think it means. I mean, that is what goes through my head.
It just gets worse and worse with him.
All right, who are we drinking this week?
Well, you two are getting some special love from Bohemian Brewery.
Thank you, Bohemian Brewery.
Yes.
Now, Melissa Merlot is having the amber. What is that? Let me just take a look
You
here.
should know
the
this
amber
by
lager.
Ambers.
Yes, a redhead deserves a amber drink. That's only right. And of
Yeah.
course, we have the signature Bill Frost Cerveza.
Yes.
Because he's going to mix it up here.
It's my. I'm going to say it's my favorite Bohemian beer.
It's a good one. I like
The
that
classic,
one too.
the classic Czech in this one.
Yes. And as for me, I'm having a little non-alcoholic sparkling rosé, courtesy of our friend Ivy at Booze Teak.
Yeah.
So it's a very nice summery drink here, and I gotta say, I feel fancy as fuck right now.
As
His
you
pinky
should.
is out while
Yeah.
he's drinking it, just so you listen.
That's right.
All right,
Very
I'm gonna.
fancy.
All right, I'm gonna get a couple things out of the way right here before we get to Melissa.
All right.
Because it's been a minute since you've been here, and we got to know what the hell you've been watching.
We tried to do this with technology, but
Melissa's slacking on technology right now.
Okay, day this episode drops. Season 4, final season of Breeders, British comedy. About parenting, starring Martin Freeman, Daisy Haggard, very funny, and it's probably 4 seasons is enough.
it's a PSA on why you should not have children.
Pretty much, yeah.
Especially you. I'm pointing at you. You shouldn't have children.
They're very upfront about I fucking hate kids. Yet we have 2 of them,
we have them.
3 actually. Yeah.
You are the reason you need a vasectomy.
Yes. And that's on Monday today. On Wednesday, August 6th, 7th. What?
Let's see.
We're not that far into the week
I was
yet.
gonna say, what
Wednesday's
the...
Man, we'd be into next week. Yeah.
I think.
Second,
Yeah.
number 2, Guardians of the Galaxy 3, streaming on Disney Plus. I have seen it. It's the only Marvel movie I've liked in well over a year.
Oh wow.
So it's the only good one.
That's good. Well, they dropped the ball. They dropped the ball for a long time.
It's the Rocket Raccoon origin story, pretty much.
Oh,
It's got a good animal message. PETA approves of it, and
Which makes me suspicious.
it's it's James Gunn, so it's actually good. There's an actual what's the word I'm looking for? Story. That's it.
Yes. And excellent use of the soundtrack as well.
Oh yeah.
Someone
Nice.
finally properly used "We Care a Lot" by Faith No More.
Oh, that's a good song.
Oh yeah, and we did a deep dive a couple of weeks ago on what's his name? Alice Cooper.
Oh yeah.
I forget the name of the song, but apparently, what did we discuss?
It's a deep cut from Alice Cooper. He
Yeah.
uses in the soundtrack. It's not a well-known song at all. Yeah.
Yeah, he like serenades,
Oh.
right?
It's during Alice's late 70s ballad mode.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
a power ballad.
Oh,
This was power ballad.
Nice.
yeah.
And also on Wednesday, the 3rd and final season of Physical, starring Rose Byrne on Apple TV Plus. You ever seen this? Know anything about this, Melissa?
I don't have Apple TV.
Oh, why?
The show stars Rose Byrne. She's an early 80s housewife who decides to get into the aerobics. Basically, she decides to become Jane Fonda,
Nice.
get into the whole
Yeah.
aerobics thing. So she starts her classes. She starts a little VHS videotape empire. And she's had a few competitors along the way. Meanwhile, she has an internal monologue in her head constantly that she is not good enough. Mm-hmm. She at 98 pounds, she's too fat.
Oh my gosh.
And all of this
Yeah,
stuff.
so it's true to life.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
That sounds great.
And she has her new competition this season comes in the form of Zooey Deschanel as a rival
Oh
aerobics
shit.
guru who also happens to be a sitcom star. Therefore, she has the advantage
Yep,
of being
a
famous.
celebrity.
Yeah.
But-
and she's blonde, and this is the most un-Zooey Deschanel character she has ever done.
Oh,
Okay.
I would like this show.
I knew that part.
Mm-hmm.
I knew she dyed her hair.
I think it's a wig. I doubt she'd go that far for a role.
Well, here's
Wigs are good these days.
here's the $64,000 question. Does she have bangs?
Kind of.
That's the 80s, though.
Kind of.
Kinda
But is it like?
required.
Well, you remember back in the 80s,
It's a curly
claw?
blonde wig.
yes, but like the
not-
bangs sort of curled up.
No claw.
No claw.
No claw.
okay.
Darn it.
There's been a serious lack of claws in this show.
I hate that about 80s stuff.
Yeah.
It's not real unless there's a claw.
Also,
Exactly.
third season, final season of Reservation Dogs. Shows are dropping like flies. This is on Hulu. I refuse to say FX on Hulu because if you can't see it on FX and you can only see it on Hulu, it's on Hulu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if you prefer, Fulu.
Hulu, yeah.
Fulurama.
Yeah, so we have, I'm pretty sure from the trailers, it looks like White Jesus is making a comeback.
Oh.
And did we discuss who White Jesus is played by?
No.
It is
Do you have it?
It is the singer of Incubus, Brandon Boyd.
Of course
Yeah.
it is. Was the singer from Creed unavailable? I mean,
Well, he doesn't have the hair anymore.
Okay, that would be a problem. What, we can't fit him with a wig?
Well, we couldn't get Chris Cornell.
Ow. He's the best.
He would have been good.
Too soon,
White
man.
Jesus.
Real Jesus.
Too
He
soon.
was real.
Oh, shit asses.
Yeah, coming up on Thursday, season 2, part 2 of The Lincoln Lawyer.
Okay.
And this is where Seinfeld voice, what's the deal with Netflix breaking up seasons into halves just a month apart? This is, they did it with The Witcher.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, here's the first half of the episodes, and we'll be back next month with the second half. Why?
Felt like they're halfway of like, instead of doing it every week, they're like, we'll just do it every month. We'll
Yeah,
have
sure, yeah.
Number episodes.
Maybe-
So weird.
Maybe this is what they figured, like, well, you're going to unsubscribe, but you're going to come back to us. It's like that meth dealer. Sure, you can kick the habit.
Yeah.
I'll be right here.
Yeah, that's on Thursday. I'm sure somebody out there watches The Lincoln Lawyer. I don't know who, but somebody.
Not us. So, have you ever watched it?
No.
Do you have Netflix?
Yes.
The only reason I would watch it is because it has Becky Newton in it from Ugly Betty.
Okay, that's a good
She's fantastic.
Yeah.
I don't know who the hell else is in this show. Yeah.
Couldn't tell you, but I don't care. So.
Melissa, this might be for you if you hadn't seen it before. Thursday marks the broadcast debut of F-Boy Island on the CW.
I haven't seen it, but yes, I know what it is.
You might like it.
I'm sure I would love
Hosted
it.
by Nikki Glazer, it's probably the most self-aware reality dating show out there. And I'm sure they're going to have to censor the fuck out of it to get it on
I don't know how they're
network
going to
TV.
get it on network TV.
Now, as our reality TV correspondent here, now here's the thing. Bill has watched it and noticed there wasn't enough Nikki Glazer to justify the show. And I know you've seen her comedy.
Yeah.
Have you worked with her?
No, I haven't, but I like her. I think she's very funny.
Did you watch her show, Welcome Home, Nikki
No,
Glazer,
I
honey?
didn't.
It was pretty good, actually. It was a reality show about her returning to St. Louis and
awesome.
hanging out with her parents. And yeah,
That would be interesting.
yeah.
Oh, I can only imagine. Do you really have to say so much about your vagina?
Yeah, there's some of that.
Oh, really? I was joking. I honestly
No,
was
there's
joking
some
on
of
that.
that. Mostly, it's like, do you have to talk about us so much, the parents?
Oh, I bet. You got to bring up your family. Why you got to do that?
Well, that's pretty much my dad here.
Standard.
Do you really have to bring me up, Dad? Well, if you wouldn't say some great things.
Yeah, coming up on Saturday, WWE SummerSlam. I'm sure we'll be talking about that in a few minutes here.
Yay.
Sunday, Winning Time, The Rise of the Lakers Dynasty, HBO and Max, Season 2. This is Adam McKay dramatization of the 80s and into the mid-80s rise of the Lakers. And got people in here like John C. Reilly and Jason Clarke and Adrian Brody playing, people.
Oh, Adrian Brody.
Yeah, so they're in there. And also on Sunday, the Season 6 of The Chi on Showtime. It's about Chicago's, basically, it's a non-white Shameless.
Wow. Let me just, that might be our title there. Non-white Shameless.
I don't know, I thought it might be Tommy Morrissey sings a hit. So.
What about Tommy Morrissey?
We got a couple of good ones here. Non-white Shameless. And I know you're still jonesing for more Shameless, even though it's done.
It's done, and the way it ended, wasn't a great ending, but at least we get the bear out of it, so that's fine.
I
Yeah.
haven't watched The Bear yet. So many people have told me to watch The Bear. It looks
Ever
great.
worked in a restaurant?
Yes.
Oh shit.
A lot.
Okay, so couple things. I'm gonna say this very lovingly here. You need some edibles.
Okay.
You need some alcohol
Check.
just to dull the pain. Because honest to
I'm
God,
gonna have PTSD flashbacks from restaurant work.
Yep.
oh
Yep.
man, you will watch this and you'll go, oh fuck, I went through this in Denny's. I remember this.
I mean, it's been since high school that I worked in a restaurant, but still, holy fuck.
Takes you back.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
Instantly back.
Some
yes.
things never change.
No, they do not. Oh, and there's also a Christmas scene in season 2.
Uh-huh.
Again,
Oh,
double up.
ouch.
With basically, they throw a whole lot of well-known guest stars at you with no warning whatsoever.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's kind of
Yeah,
exciting.
They do that in the second season, not the first
yeah.
season, but
Okay.
still,
It's like, oh, that person's here.
This
what?
is-
This person's here.
Nice.
What?
this is your binge.
Okay.
So get Hulu.
Okay. Got it.
You
Ready.
know, and I would say borrow from somebody else.
Okay.
Because who wants to pay like
Ew, Bill's gross.
right?
Yeah.
Get somebody
Yeah.
to share with
Hulu's
you.
not cracking down on passwords.
Nope.
As far as my experience, Netflix isn't either.
Oh.
Yeah, I haven't seen any.
I'm not a sharer. I'm a sharee.
Not that we would tell you to do something
Yeah.
like
And
that.
I have yet to be shut down.
And more importantly, we're just performance artists, Your Honor.
Yeah, we're not telling the truth at all here.
No.
Melissa Merlot,
Yes.
what are you watching? What do you like?
Well, I
What's
just
good?
want to tell you guys, I'm going to follow Tommy's path of being a cord-cutting millennial, and I'm going to get rid of Dish Network. But let
Okay.
me tell you why.
All right, let's hear it.
I think I know why.
The Independent Film Channel, 2 weekends in a row, had Lethal Weapon marathons.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah, when you get to 4, it's pretty rough.
Ghostbusters is a mainstay, and
I
it's just
re-
constantly Ghostbusters and then Ghostbusters 2 over and over on different networks.
Yeah, well,
but
also
every
during
weekend.
during the weekdays, it's a whole lot of Everybody Loves Raymond.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
Constantly. It's like a marathon of Everybody Loves Raymond and the Jamie Foxx show
Yeah,
nonstop.
yeah. The former IFC had just pretty much just given up.
Yeah.
really.
Awful. And then I can't even trust Bravo on the weekends.
Ooh.
Whoa.
That was
Hold
the
up.
reason I was keeping Dish Network, because you guys know how much I love my reality
You know.
TV.
I
You
was
know.
going to say.
I've written actually a couple of articles about this for work. You don't necessarily need cable for Bravo because all that shit ends
all
up
on the cock.
It's all on the cock. Yeah, it all ends up
I'm
on the
going to
cock.
flock to the cock.
Yeah,
Thank you.
it's finally catching on.
Yeah, well, if HBO Max can go to Max, I figure Peacock
I
can
know,
go
right?
to cock. It's about time.
Yeah.
Flock to the cock,
Flock
folks.
to the cock.
Yeah,
Oh.
there's a cord cutting way around most everything.
Yeah.
Unless you're a sports fan, which you're probably not.
No.
So you're fine.
Yeah. Which, by the way, to answer the earlier listener about why don't we get the Dick Whisperers to come back, this is close. This is close enough at this point. So we're working on it.
We are 2 episodes into the new season of Minx, and there's
Yes.
been several dicks so far. Yeah, it's good. I saw an article that is the shows that are carrying the torch for full frontal male nudity are Euphoria and Minx. Yes.
Okay.
Well, groundbreaking. Way to go, guys.
Unfortunately, Minx is on Stars, so
It's never a surprise to see a wiener on Stars. Like, I kind of expected.
I understand that all too well, and I just recently had to resubscribe to Stars.
Didn't they have Spartacus? Or
Yep.
it's probably still on there. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it is, and they've actually got some other interesting shows. Not Power, but
No,
it's there.
there's one I watch called Hightown. It's about a troubled female detective in a small town on the New England coast.
Ooh.
Yes.
It's very good. There's also P Valley,
Yeah.
which is in the deep south. It's about a strip club, and it's got very much all sorts of representation in this redneck little town centered around this strip club.
Nice.
And that's a good one. And there's some other Heels, of course, is on Stars.
Yep, which I'll be talking about in a second.
Cool. So what else you watching?
So one that I really liked and I wanted to tell you guys about because I was kind of surprised that I thought it was so good was Walking Dead: Dead City.
You know, I've been
We were
talking
talking
about it
I
for a couple.
loved it.
I've been talking about it for a few weeks now. Yeah, it's like I
I
was
just caught
surprised.
up, and I was like, "This is really good." But then during it, they always have the commercial for Daryl in Paris,
It's like, really?
and I'm like, "How did he get to Paris?"
You know, buy a boat.
Who the fuck knows?
I'm
He just
excited
rode
to
over
watch
there.
it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really liked it. I'm excited to see more of that one because
Yeah,
Negan and Maggie are like such a good character
Yeah,
dynamic between them.
it got picked up for a second season, so
Yeah.
there'll be more of it.
I'm excited for that. And then, of course, I'm watching Righteous Gemstones.
Oh,
That's my
yes.
favorite show.
Ooh,
on
tonight's the
TV.
season finale.
Darn
Oh,
it. Darn
Yeah.
it.
Oh, okay.
It's a double episode season finale.
Oh, it's
Oh,
good.
okay.
It's so funny.
Keith, man.
I know.
Has anybody seen that handsome young man that's buff and toned? All right. I'm just going to... Okay, you do your thing there, Keith.
I just want to know if we still have any deals in place vis-a-vis Baby Billy's Bible Bonkers.
Baby
Yeah.
Bill is so
Yeah, it just
funny.
sort of rolls off the tongue now, don't you know?
Baby Billy's Bible bunkers.
I'd watch the shit out of that show.
Walton Goggins is just...
Best.
Yeah, he can do no wrong. I would love for him to be back on Justified, but that's okay. There's already another crazy white boy on there. So
Yeah,
Yes, yes.
drama
Oh.
and comedy so well.
Oh,
So
yeah.
good.
What other things are you watching as well as Righteous Gemstones?
Those are the only new shows I've been watching.
What
Just
about
those
your
two,
old?
but
What about your standbys?
my standbys? I recently
Your
watched
stories.
my stories.
Your stories, yes.
I haven't been paying a lot of attention because I don't like love during lockup as much as love after lockup.
Okay.
Because love during lockup is when they're still in prison, so you just see the prison correspondence. But that's the one that's currently on now.
Boring.
Yeah, it's just not the same. But I did watch one on Prime. I think it was on Prime that I loved. It's Jury Duty. Did you guys watch that?
You know, that's one that got by me.
It is so
That was a surprise hit.
fun.
Yeah.
It's,
That's
it's
with
like a prank show and a reality show.
Yeah, we
mixed
talked about it a
together.
little bit.
Yeah, that's the one with James Marsden.
Yes.
And again, who thought he would be funny?
He's
Not
so
me.
good. And the guy who has no idea is just amazing. Like, he
Yeah.
does everything so well, and he's so flexible, and it's just so funny how much they create just to like make it look real to him.
Yeah, that was a surprise on the freebie on Prime.
That's
Yeah.
why I missed it. Okay.
It's so good. So I highly recommend it.
It's one of my pet peeves with Prime Video, where they took a good chunk of their programming that didn't have ads because you pay for it,
Yeah.
and they moved it over. Oh, it's now on the freebie. It's like with ads. It's like, wait a minute, it was just over here with no ads a minute ago.
Right.
And it had a fine name in imdb.com, but then freebie.
Yeah,
So confusing.
So-
it's like X. It's like Max. Let's just change it.
Rebrand. Bam. New name.
Yeah.
Rebrand.
And there was, I'm pretty sure there was one I was going to ask you about here, that if you watch it or not. Well, you know, all of the Real Housewives shows, and
Oh man.
I know you've watched all of them, right?
Yes.
And what's the top one? What's the best one?
In my opinion,
Sure, yeah. You're the only one here who watches that shit, so you.
You're our correspondent.
They're all good for different reasons. I really like Real Housewives of Atlanta because most of the women have like other things going on, so it's not just drinking and fighting. They actually do stuff.
I do want to say this. I do want to point this out because I did get Merlot to do some guest correspondence on I Love You, Nikki Bella.
It was hell.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So,
Why did I say yes?
well, first of all, that's on me, so you can blame me for that. But I will say that, and I will stick by this. My editor, Greg Oliver, once said, I thought the only person that could cover this with so much snark was Bob Kapoor, our other senior editor. I was wrong. She fucking delivered.
They were great, and I was so glad to hear Bob was just hate watching it too.
Oh, Bob really hate
Nikki
watched
Bella
it.
Says I Do.
So
It
yeah.
was a
Did-
special event on E Network.
Yeah.
Yeah, did they pay you in Canadian Bitcoin?
Yes, I got paid in Canadian Bitcoin.
E-coin?
A-coin.
Well, it's actually an e-loony. That's. Don't
I
ask
know
me.
way
Ellen.
too much about Nikki Bella now, though.
Oh yeah, the one show I was going to ask you about.
Like,
If-
she's a narcissist.
If-
I just
No.
messaged Tommy and be like, she's a narcissist.
Dude, and then
Tommy's like, yes, and?
yeah, that actually was my response. Oh, I missed this.
I'm in hell.
Exactly.
Why did you drag me to hell, Tommy?
The show,
you can do this.
The show I wanted to ask you about, the reality
Yes.
show I wanted to ask you about was Chrisley's Knows Best.
Oh, yes, because they're going to prison.
No, they're in prison.
They're in prison.
And they're complaining about it. It's like, hey, prison sucks. We want to be on home confinement. Like, no shit, Chris.
I wish we could mix, because you know the prison shows that they have?
Yes, yeah.
I wish we could mix the prison shows and Chrisley Knows Best.
Get some cameras in there.
Like the Scared Straight, where they send in the like bad teenage kids.
I got it.
And just send cameras in with Chrisley.
Oh, and
Chrisley bends over.
They are. Chrisley bends over.
Oh, hold on. There's our other title.
Chrisley is the worst. He's such a whiner, and so,
Yeah.
it would be so funny to just hear their
Okay.
commentary about their prison life. I
Or
love it.
Or if we gotta PG this shit up here,
Why would we?
Why start now?
love during Chrisley.
Love during
Write them all down.
somebody catfish him.
Write them all.
Someone out there
Write them all
catfish
down. We'll test
Chrisley.
the algorithms.
Oh,
Yeah, I've only ever watched like a minute of that show.
It's
and
a
gone,
terrible show.
How is this a thing?
These
I
are
tried-
horrible people.
It's funny because I tried to watch it years ago just because it was on, of course, E! And I was like, they got to be con artists or blackmailing someone to get a reality show. Because
Well, you weren't wrong.
They're not really from anything else.
Well, they're like, Chrisley was like this big real estate mogul in the Georgia,
Yeah, which
Atlanta area.
screams con artist, right?
Right? I mean, I've watched Atlanta, Donald Glover's Atlanta. Ain't nothing like what I was seeing. So
Yeah, no, that show's awful. It's so self-embellished, and yeah, but I do want to see the prison version of it.
Todd Chrisley says living in prison behind bars is a nightmare.
Surprise!
Yeah, his attorney told TMZ, the news, last week that Chrisley is enduring bad plumbing, possible mold, and a lack of AC to combat the extreme heat at the Pensacola Federal Penitentiary.
oh,
Dun dun dun.
well, it's in Florida, so How's it
Also,
different?
someone took a picture of him while he was sleeping, and he suspect his mail is being destroyed before it gets to him.
Oh no,
Aw.
so sad.
poor Chrisley.
I should feel bad for him, but no. I refuse to.
Because it's him and his wife that got locked up.
Chrisley was making an application under the CARES Act to be released to home confinement, but his application was, as well as a number of others' applications, but particularly his, were rejected.
They probably watched the show.
I said, yeah, fuck this guy.
Actually, I do have a serious question as it relates to Chrisley Knows Best. The fucking kids, what happened to them? I mean,
They're in prison.
Why-
well, that's my question. It's like they wouldn't go to prison with them, although,
Why not send them all there?
I mean,
They have the older kids that are taking care of the younger kids situation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because they talked about it briefly.
So it's party of five.
Yeah, it
Oh,
kind of became
God.
party of five.
privileged party of five.
We're at a place in like human history where we can relate like almost every situation to a TV show.
Oh, yeah.
That's
yeah.
what I do every single goddamn day. And it's funny when I go to the Jorb and they go, "How do you know such a worthless knowledge?" Because I pay attention to TV.
Have you heard my podcast?
Actually, I try to stay away from that because I would like to not have to justify this with
at
HR.
work, yeah, I hear ya.
Like, yeah, we have this episode, I Heart Dicks. But I wasn't really involved, just more. I was kind of like the foreskin of the show.
Our best guests were the Dick Whisperers.
Yeah.
You should check it out.
Just the tip.
Yeah. And do you know what show is blowing the fuck up on Netflix right now? It's not a new thing.
No.
It's an old show.
Oh,
It's an old canceled show from
What is it?
from cable TV. It is Suits.
The fuck you say?
Suits is enjoying a bizarre resurgence on Netflix.
Oh, I never watched Suits.
No one did.
Because, well,
Oh, somebody did.
Until now.
Somebody did.
well, it was the show that launched Meghan Markle.
Into
Oh.
whatever she is now.
Um,
Mostly a pariah in her neighborhood, but yeah.
how's that any
Junior
different?
lizard person.
Oh, is that the title?
Lizard person in training.
Dear lizard person.
So she's an LPIT.
Yes.
I don't know if we could do that as a shirt, but I'm writing this down.
Just in
L-
case.
Lizard person in training.
In training. There's lots of them.
But
I
enough.
like that one the best so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, lizard person in training, not lizard in training. That's God
It has
damn
to be
you,
a
Siri.
person.
Exactly.
Lizard person.
And
Exactly.
every week when I assemble a list of new TV shows premiering, there's always seems like every week. It's probably not every week, but it seems like it.
Mm-hmm.
There's a new 90 Day Something.
Oh, yeah. They just did 90 Day. What is it? It's like the last resort or something. And it's for all their like hopeless singles.
So that's sort of like the old Mad TV sketch, Lowered Expectations.
But it's lowered expectations with all the spin-offs.
Ooh, wow.
Jeez. So what's the latest 90 day here?
I try not to.
It's the last resort. That's,
Oh,
that's the most recent
I
one.
try
But
not
they
to
also
pay
have
attention to
Single
them.
Life. They have 90 Days in Paradise. I can't remember. There's
That's
so
why we
many.
have you on
I
the
know.
show.
I've lost track. There's too many for even me to keep track of on
You're here
TLC.
you're here for zombies, reality TV, and oh yeah, sharks. Have you
Oh,
paid
Shark
attention to Shark
Week.
Week?
No, I haven't.
What?
I'm excited for Meg 2.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, that.
Coming out at the end of Shark Week.
I mean, it's no Barbenheimer, but
It's got a big shark. More than one big shark.
Is Jason Statham back?
Yes.
That's all we need.
I know,
Yeah.
I agree.
We don't need Ruby Rose back.
although I am going to say this to the Hollywood executives who need to listen to us harder. Next Meg 3, you take Jason Statham. That's fine. Keep
Meg
it-
3D.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Okay,
please.
that's an obvious one, but you bring back Ian Ziering.
Oh,
I'm telling you,
Sharknado, Finn. Bring
Meg
Finn
meets
back.
Sharknado.
I think we're overdue.
I'll up the ante. Say bring in LL Cool J.
Ooh, okay.
It ain't my bird.
And I see you, and I raise you, Tara Reid.
Oh shit.
Part robot Tara Reid. not
Oh,
regular
yeah, that's
Tara
true.
Reid.
Yes.
She turned into a cyborg. You
She
are
does.
correct. Thank you for keeping us honest.
Of course.
God, when was the last time we were all in the office watching?
Sharknado.
Yeah, it was like Sharknado 6. You were
Too
dressed up.
long ago. I was dressed as the shark.
Yes.
Oh yeah. And yeah. Oh, I think it's about sports time.
Oh well, in that case, hit the music.
And sports, Tommy Milagro. Go team.
From the sports desk of the TV10 podcast, we deliver to you the sport of professional wrestling with a slight apology to Melissa Merlot. But, you know, as much as I appreciate the work you did on Nikki Bella Says I Do, you're a victim of your own success. So
Oh, I enjoyed it. You know I love trash TV.
I know you are perfect for that. So, with that said, let's dive into what's going to be happening coming up this weekend. It is SummerSlam, one of the tent poles of the WWE pay-per-view schedule. And already we got some pretty decent matches here. And one kind of meh. I'll let you decide which one is which. So starting off, it's going to be Ronda Rousey versus Shayna Baszler. It's a singles match. So they're having a bit of a feud. And what's interesting is both those women...
Is this how we get rid of Ronda Rousey?
Yep. Yeah, because here's the funny thing, because she was doing that reality show Stars on Mars. She already got kicked out, so...
Oh, that's still on?
I thought the whole show got kicked out.
Well, it was in the news and rumors section of slamwrestling.net. You know, the one that I write for and have an MBA. So,
Take a drink.
well, he just swallowed the whole thing.
Ow.
So,
Well, you can pretend.
Phrasing. But other things we got, it's going to be Ricochet versus Logan Paul. But they actually do mesh well together, so that could be the sleeper match of the show. And then we've got Roman Reigns with Paul Heyman and Solo Sikoa versus Jey Uso in a tribal combat match for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship and recognition as the Tribal Chief. So, yeah, they're really playing this up here. But then it's also going to be in the main event. These are the two of the title matches to pay attention to. Asuka versus Charlotte Flair versus Bianca Belair in a triple threat match for the WWE Women's Championship. And then it's going to be Seth freaking Rollins, who's going to be in Captain America New World Order.
Ooh.
Whenever that comes out.
New World Order anymore.
2030?
Yeah, probably. It's Hollywood executives at this
Isn't
point.
it Brave New World now?
It could. I heard New World Order and then Brave New World. It's one of those. So, but yeah, he's facing off against Finn Balor to defend the World Heavyweight Championship, and then Cody Rhodes, will face off against Brock Lesnar in a singles match because I guess they feel like they should feud for a while since Cody didn't win the championship because WWE's dumb. And yes, I am petty, and I realize this. I don't know why this is a surprise to anybody at this point. But let's see. And then there's just been a couple of other things. Now, last night I watched AEW Collision because, again, rightforslamwrestling.net, because I have an MBA.
That's not why.
Well, I also get paid, too, but that helps. There was a point where CM Punk came out, and he brought out the original AEW World Heavyweight Championship that he won last year at the All Out pay-per-view for All Elite Wrestling, and then he decided to vent at the media scrum and just, call everybody a bunch of jackasses, which started a fight. And he proceeded on that show to spray paint a black X on the belt. So faster than you could say NWO for life. He said that this X is his brand. No, he's not favoring Elon Musk, folks. But he said, and here's the part that should definitely draw boos. He was like, that X has been my brand ever since I started pro wrestling because I am straight edge.
Oh.
Straight edge is my brand, which means I'm better than you.
Oh.
Yeah, well, he's done it before, but at the same time, it's like, oh yeah, that's why you're a douche sometimes.
Jeez.
God damn, just have a shot. We have sponsors. We can help. Anyway, so yeah, that's going to be a thing. So apparently, because Collision was created because certain people can't play nice on Dynamite and Collision. I guess the title will be defended on Collision, whereas the other heavyweight belt by MJF, Maxwell Jacob Friedman, will defend it on Dynamite and Rampage, I guess. So, can you tell I'm just tired of Rampage at this point?
I think that's the official name of the show now. Rampage. I guess.
Actually, I actually do my reviews in limerick form for that. But finally this, and I think this is a great place. And again, did the recap on the premiere of Heels Season 2, which is on Starz.
Woo!
And, yep, we get the Spade brothers. That's Alexander Ludwig as Ace Spade and Stephen Amell, from Arrow. Mm-hmm. He is Jack Spade. They're two brothers that are just trying to figure out life and everything else in the squared circle in Duffy, Georgia.
Oh, wow.
Honest, and here's the thing. Now, we talked about this last year at this time, Bill. First season, you said that there was a dearth of Southern rock. No Molly Hatchet, no... What were the others?
Just any.
Yeah. So, first season in, they come out strong with Boston and the Quaker City Nighthawks. So, yeah, the Quaker City Nighthawks, I think they're kind of newish, but they're trying. They're fucking trying.
How close to the South is fucking Boston?
Well, again, you gotta factor in the GOP
That's
thing.
not what I think of when I think of Southern rock.
Exactly.
I'd swear I heard some Freebird in the commercials.
There was a little bit of that, so that could be coming up. So that means they upped the budget. It's progress. So I would say that is your watch hard for the rest of this hellish thing. No, don't go outside to play. Just watch Heels on Stars, which, again, that comes on 10 p.m. Eastern on Friday. But if you have the app, it just magically appears right there.
Yeah, they got away from those Sunday night premieres.
Exactly.
Too many other people are crowding them out.
Oh, so many of those.
We'll do it on Friday.
And the other thing I am going to point out is this. So if you go to ProWrestlingTees.com, they're doing a little promotion with Stephen Amell's character, Jack Spade. They got these little micro brawlers. They're like these little miniature kind of figures. So there's an exclusive Jack Spade figure you could purchase from Pro Wrestling Tees. So I got that, and I also got a Duffy Wrestling League t-shirt.
Oh.
That's cool.
Yeah, and I do that. Why? It's sports.
It's sports. It's Tommy Milagro. Go, team. All right.
Yeah, I mean, it's no TV Tam podcast t-shirt, but it's pretty awesome,
Yeah.
I can say.
And, I had something, then I lost it. Now it's back. Oh, Melissa. I don't know if you're watching this show. It sounds like it should be something for you. It's on Netflix.
Okay.
It's called How to Become a Cult Leader.
Oh my God.
Oh,
That's like
does this say how-to
that's
manual?
my prayers being answered. I totally want to know
Yeah.
how to do that.
It's about this guy, Jamie Gomez, who failed out of Hollywood. So, he decided, hey, I'm going to start a cult.
Nice.
Okay.
And he makes his cult members adopt a certain look. It's like, well, he wants them all to be good looking.
Yeah, of course.
He's even made some of them get plastic surgery.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, I'm watching it.
Okay.
How to be a cult leader.
I did
So,
not know about it. I
Let
will
me get
watch
some
it.
ideas. Colin, we're starting a cult. There's the title of your next movie.
We're starting a cult.
Hey, it's like Green Acres except culty.
True.
I just want to have that. So, step 1, have a magnetic personality. Oh, that's I know that ain't me, so you're gonna have to do
I
that.
got that part.
Oh,
And
I'll
I
take
want to mention a movie series I stumbled across this weekend. I can't really recommend it, but I want you to know it's out there. It's a Japanese trilogy of movies.
ooh,
There was more than one.
okay.
The first one seemed to wrap everything up nicely in a terrible bow. It's called Rape Zombies,
Rape
What?
zombies.
Lust of the Dead.
Lust of the dead.
There's 1, 2, and 3.
You know, I'm getting sick of all this woke stuff. Can't take anymore.
Yeah, so what it is, it's basically there's a zombie outbreak. It's all males. And instead of eating brains,
They're raping 'em.
They gotta fuck everything, and they fuck you till you die.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I do.
Woo.
Yeah, and the only way to stop them is not cut their heads off,
Oh,
which is
you
tried
gotta
several times,
cut
and
the
they just
other
keep
part
fucking.
off.
Got to cut that dick off.
I love it.
Are we just stocking up material for I Heart Dicks Part 2? Is that what we're doing here?
These are some very
It's a trilogy.
toxic Avenger dicks coming
I
at you
can't
here.
wait. I'm totally watching it.
Okay, well,
I wouldn't know how to tell you how to find it.
I'll find it.
I found it. I found it in a secret place,
I will
which is where it
find it.
belongs.
did you like trip over it or something? Is that what it was?
Pretty much, yeah.
He's got a secret vault of like
Okay.
Japanese movies.
Yeah, there's Rape Zombies, Lust of the Dead, the first one. Then there's number 2 and number 3. And they seem to get actually progressively cheaper looking as they go
that's
along.
funny.
Wow. Okay, next.
Did you watch all 3?
I did.
Okay, So I got a couple of questions here as it relates.
Only a couple. Okay.
Okay. So number one, what? Matt Gaetz was unavailable for Rape Zombie.
Yeah.
Second one is Eli Roth getting the rights for the American-made version. I mean, it's in his wheelhouse.
Kind of. Yeah.
Yeah. Those are the two big ones right there.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know the answer to either one of those.
Do we even want to seek those answers?
No. I'm just saying, don't look for them, but you're gonna be looking really hard to find it.
And Matt
I'm
Gaetz,
looking now.
Yeah, and Rapey McForehead, if you're having trouble finding anything to do in Congress, have I got an offer for you? You're just tailor-made for it.
Oh, Beavis.
Rapey
Does
Beavis.
look like Beavis.
Yeah.
Does look like Beavis.
All right.
Okay, well, thank you for that warning. And, of course, we would never encourage anybody to find that. We would never do that because we're just performance artists, Your Honor. Seriously, on this one.
Much less illegally download them.
Again, not encouraging.
I do want to quickly shout out that Eli Roth is awesome, and he's standing up for the sharkies.
Oh,
He's been taking a lot of activism towards there's different shark hunts in different areas, and he's speaking against that.
Oh, okay.
And shark fin soup. I think there's a documentary called Fin that he's endorsing that's about the abuse of sharks.
So is he
'Cause
like,
no one cares because they're sharks, but people should care.
So is he like
they're still sharkies.
is he channeling like his Inglorious Bastard character and taking a baseball bat? You're hunting sharks? Bam!
It hasn't come to that yet, but I kind of hope it does.
I'm not putting it past him either. He also did that.
He just shows up on a fishing boat.
Well,
like
he
that.
he did that. He did that one show. What was it? Hemlock.
Hemlock Grove.
That's the one.
On Netflix, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not putting it past him.
That was an early Netflix show.
Yeah. And that was like we were talking about this last week about shows that they were there and then
Then they were gone.
Yeah. So
that's when Netflix only had a few shows of their own. that one and Lilyhammer and
yeah, and this was before the Netflix money just started to roll in. And we were also talking about PlayStation Network having Powers, which was really good with Susie Izzard, formerly.
Oh wow! Yeah.
Yeah.
no one saw it.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I never saw it. Yeah, I never had it.
Well,
either.
you didn't have a PlayStation
That's
Network.
true.
There's half the problem right there. But yeah, and I know there's other people that could say, "Hey, I remember this show. Do you?" Because I'm still trying to process. What was it? Night Gallery.
Gallery.
That was a thing.
Yeah.
The fuck.
Yeah.
So.
Is that Night Gallery from the 70s? Because we've been watching that one.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've actually been watching it. It's a far cry from Twilight Zone with its social commentary.
Yes.
Which, by the way, if you watch Futurama, they kind of
Did
made
they
that.
cut of it?
Oh well, they kind of made fun of it. It's you're entering a world that is kind of like that forward TV show, but isn't really. But it's
Not at
also kind of interesting, although it's not really. Welcome to
That's totally what Night Gallery
Welcome to the Scary Mirror.
There's a
It's
episode
the scary
with-
door.
No, it was the Scary Mirror.
Really? I thought it was a scary door.
I
don't know.
Yeah,
There's
it could
a segment with Joan Crawford that's directed by Steven Spielberg.
Oh shit.
Whoa.
And he was like 22 when he directed. It's great.
All
It's
right.
really, really good.
That was from Night Gallery?
Yeah, it's from Night
Holy
Gallery
shit.
in the 70s. I was very impressed with it.
You don't hear a
He's
lot of.
directed a couple other segments on there, but that was my favorite because it had Joan Crawford.
Yeah, you don't hear a lot of the early years of Spielberg.
Yeah.
I mean, like, we all know about Jaws, but that. Wow.
There was
okay.
the
I
there
had
was
no
the
idea.
the TV movie he did about the dueling guys
Yeah.
on the highway, the trucker and the
The
Dennis Weaver.
Creepy truck.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he
It
said
was called-
Jaws was like Duel, but in the water.
Yeah.
I want him to compile that and put that in the movie theater.
Yeah.
I would pay money for that. So.
All right, we're going to tell the people what they should be watching harder. I'm going to lead off with Minx, even though it's on Stars. It's still good. And
Give Stars a chance.
Now, the first season was about them struggling to get this basically Playgirl, a version of Playgirl in the 70s, off the ground. You know, the second season is like instant success. And it's like, how do we keep up? We need investors.
Raising?
Yeah, exactly. how do we keep it up, man? And so they have an investor in the form of what's her name from Weeds?
Oh shit. Mary
Elizabeth Perkins.
Elizabeth. Was it Elizabeth Perkins?
Elizabeth something.
Okay.
Anyway, she's the new investor.
All right.
And they celebrate the new venture by holding a big exclusive screening of Deep Throat in a theater.
Wow.
But then the cops show up and says, yeah, you show a second of Deep Throat and we're going to put everybody here in jail.
Oh my goodness.
And so what happens is the distributor gave them the wrong reel of film, so it's they give them bed knobs and broomsticks.
Oh, I love
shit.
That movie.
And so they're out to find another copy of the movie somewhere, and the distributor tells them, okay, this one guy, this movie producer has a copy. You can go hit him up for it. Meanwhile, it's like, yeah, you really fucked me on this. He tells the distributor, goes, oh, I just feel sorry for the for the people in some suburb who didn't
were supposed to get it.
So there's this room of little kids watching this movie go.
That's
supposed to be
bed knobs and broomsticks.
And it says, I thought the bed was supposed to fly.
Yeah. There is a knob in there.
Meanwhile, they get the first few reels of Deep Throat. They start running it. And then they got to wait for the next reels to show up.
Oh, boy.
So this is back in the day where, movies were made up of several different reels.
Yeah. That was the only way you could watch it. You don't have
funny.
VHS.
Yeah.
You didn't have a DVD. No, I remember you had to get the projector, and then you had to set up the big screen to film that or watch that.
So basically, Nick gives the cops and says, "Okay, here, take it. Oh, you shut me down." He gives them bed knobs and broomsticks. Oh,
you caught me.
You got me good there.
You win.
And then they show the movie.
Like you do. Yeah.
So you should be watching Minx. The first season that was on Max is now on Starz. You can see the whole thing there now. Nice. And also, of course, the Righteous Gemstones, which has been picked up for a 4th season.
Yay!
It is not going to end.
I hope it doesn't. It's so good.
I kind of want this to be the Shameless.
It's the new Succession.
Yeah.
Yay!
It's happier Succession.
Happier Succession, yes.
What else are you got
And
there?
also, probably not rape zombies.
No. You're just really diving in hard into that.
Don't think I can recommend that, really. The new Justified City Primeval, still much better than it should have been. I did not expect it to be this good.
I wanted more episodes. Why can't there be more?
It's very short, yes.
Yeah. That's all right, Timothy Oliphant. We'll forgive you this time. So, just, maybe Book of Boba Fett. Try to steer away from that. Just
I've also been watching on Vice, the Dark Side of the 2000 series. The first episode was all about John and Kate plus 8.
Oh my God, I gotta watch that. I love Dark Side of the 90s.
And the second episode was all about Total Request Live, which I was aware of when it was on in the late 90s, early 2000s, but I didn't know what a big fucking deal it was because I was not a teen girl.
I knew about it.
It was the center of the goddamn universe there for a few years.
It truly was. And Carson Daly,
man, he held it together.
He was like a modern day Ryan Seacrest. So
an olden days Ryan Seacrest.
Yeah, he was a Seacrest 1.0.
Yeah, but the thing is, Carson Daly actually knows something about music.
Yeah,
which is why they gave him the job. If you notice, when he carried on with Last Call with Carson Daly, he always had the best musical guests. It's because he knows shit.
Yeah,
Ryan Seacrest doesn't know fuck all.
God, it got cold in here all of a sudden. Is this time for
frost warning?
Ryan Seacrest is a piece of shit. Stop making him host everything.
He gave us the Kardashians. That says it. Yeah, he did. He's the producer for their show.
Double fuck him then. Fuck him with a zombie dick.
Is this along the lines of stop making garbage people famous?
I think we know who's going to star in Rape Zombies 4.
Yeah. Ryan Seacrest.
Directed by Bill Frost.
Yeah. Yeah. Also the after party
Oh,
New season's really good. Last week they did a whole Wes Anderson kind of episode.
Oh, fun.
It was so good.
oh, jeez.
So many typewriters.
I can believe that there.
All right, what do you got? Oh, and the new Harley Quinn, new season of Harley Quinn is fantastic
Yes.
as always.
I do like that just because it's not often you get to see feminism presented in such a
Violent form.
oh, I'm not joking. That is your feminism narrative, not this Barbie movie. But yeah, I've also been watching. Well, you ticked off some of the other ones, but also the Star Trek: Strange New Worlds.
Oh, yeah.
It was like funny episodes, then it got dark.
And I guess there's a musical episode coming up.
Yeah,
I
next
saw
week.
that.
Well, apparently they moved it up because of FanX San Diego. So
smart.
that's the reason why
Okay.
they did that. But also, if you haven't seen it already, Strange New Worlds with those old scientists, or TOS.
Oh yeah, the crossover with Lower Decks.
Yeah.
Where the cartoon characters cross over into live action, and the actors, I guess those are the actors who voice the characters
Yeah.
on the cartoon,
Nice.
look exactly like their characters.
Well, Jack Quaid, we've all known him from The Boys,
Yeah,
so
we know what
he
he looks
plays
like.
that to perfection easily. But yeah, so that's a good one there. The one that's kind of got me interested right now is Lioness, which is on Paramount Plus. It's a
Special Ops.
yeah, Special Ops Lioness.
It was originally called just Lioness. I go, wait a minute, how are we going to get the boomers to watch this? Oh, we got to throw Special Ops in there.
However, it's mostly chick related, so that's the only reason I'm going. All right, you got my attention here, Paramount. Fine, take my money. I don't care. And of course, Futurama.
Yeah.
How many times can you be canceled on how many different networks?
That's pretty funny. Glad they addressed it.
Loser Rama.
Oh yeah. And again, it's not going to end well for Hulu or Futurama, but I'm here for it.
Yeah. So, Melissa, what would you say people should be watching with their eyeballs?
Watch Jury Duty for sure if you haven't seen it.
That's one
Okay.
I got to get into.
I
Yeah.
really want to see more shows like that because it's just such a fun idea. It's so original. And one I didn't talk about, but I watched it a little while ago. I think people should watch it because I wasn't really that aware of it. I found it by accident. Is From. From was so good.
Yeah. It's like a horror.
Yeah,
show?
it's horror. I started watching it thinking it was a Walking Dead ripoff because they kind of got a zombie feel, but they're not zombies, and it's just got this like mystery aspect to it. It's really intriguing.
So they're not
so
zombies.
They're not zombies.
You must have AMC Plus then.
I watched it on Prime season 1, and then I had to sign up for MGM Plus.
Oh, that's
Oh,
what it is.
that's what it. Yeah.
to watch season 2, and I was like, this is getting ridiculous.
I knew there was a plus involved.
Yeah, the service formerly known as Epix.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
It used to be called Epix,
That's
and now it's
right.
MGM
That's-
Plus. A rare case of some executive saying, you know what? We should put the well-known brand in the name instead of taking it out.
Yeah.
Which-
Nobody knows what the fuck is Epix. Everyone knows what MGM is, pretty
yeah.
much. Yeah.
Well, and they dropped the ball with Pennyworth and gave it to HBO Max, but hey, I'll take the rebranding here, so good for them. Oh, one other show, obviously, Heels. Pay attention to that much harder.
Stars.
Stars. Give
On
stars
Stars.
a chance.
Oh,
Stars
After
a
Party's
chance.
on Stars as well.
That's
so-
on Apple TV Plus.
Is it Apple TV?
Yeah.
I thought it was. Okay.
After Party is Apple TV. Yeah.
All
Apple
right.
TV Plus is so hot right now. I just want to tell you guys, every coworker of mine that recommends me to watch something, it's always on Apple TV Plus.
Well, you can do the free trial and just binge them all, and then get the
Once
fuck
I
out.
get rid of my Dish Network, I'm free. I can sign up for all the streaming I want.
Cut the cord.
No more bad 80s movies that I didn't choose.
So you don't need any live TV at all.
No, I think I'm done with it.
Okay, I have a live TV streamer, and keep keeps me up on everything pretty well.
Yeah.
I just made that switch like, I don't know, 5 years ago. I switched from
Good for you.
So I switched from direct TV to a YouTube TV, which I highly recommend if you want live TV.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
it's
good
fantastic.
to know.
Yeah, I think I might have to make that switch one of these days. Not right now.
Or
but
Sling's good too.
Yeah.
It's cheaper.
that's much
sure.
a better option. I know that for a fact.
Don't
so.
ever go near direct TV stream.
No.
It's awful.
Hello.
It's cost as much as satellite.
Might as well. So.
All right. Anything else you want to let us know about? You got anything to plug at all?
Any podcasts? Hopefully not murder podcasts.
I don't have any murder podcasts.
Aw. What's going on with the Reality Tiki or?
A Reality Tiki I have not done any episodes of because I was drowning in all the propaganda, but I need to do a new episode.
It's really
because
because
there's just so many.
The man shut it down.
No, the man did not shut it down. I've just been lazy. I do have a comedy show coming up August
shit.
31st, end of the month of August at Good Grammar in downtown Salt Lake.
Oh, right on. What time?
Okay.
I think it's at 8 p.m. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But
Not
yeah.
a big place.
Yeah.
They found a corner for you?
Yeah, I figure that will make it look crowded.
Yeah.
When like 5 of my friends show up.
Play those small rooms, man.
Wait a
That's
minute.
right, I can sell it out.
You call it an intimate show.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Wait a minute. I didn't get the invite. Oh.
You just did.
So yeah, you did.
Yeah, there you
I'll
are.
send out more.
Okay. That's good there. And we should well, let me ask you this. Will Good Grammar have any of the sponsors like Bohemian Brewery stocked up?
Oh,
You mean they won't provide you with an amber lager?
probably
I bet
not.
they have something local
well,
there.
yeah, they've got
Maybe
some
even
local.
one of our sponsors.
You mean like Sugar House Distillery? Maybe Outlaw Distillery?
Maybe.
Maybe Ogden's own distillery?
Guys have the best sponsors.
Well,
The
It's
best.
been a minute since I've been to Good Grammar, so I don't know what they have on the shelves there.
well, you should ask them if they have that, especially...
Ask for it by name and tell them TV Tan Podcast sent you.
Absolutely.
right.
Wear the merch. That's how you can make it well known.
And be really belligerent about it so you get thrown out of Melissa Merlot's comedy show.
Make a scene.
Fine, I will. But that's okay, because then I'll just wander over to Booze Teak, grab some glasses, I'll make a martini at home, and call it a fucking night.
Yeah,
There you
yeah.
go. There
So-
you go.
So did we cover all of our sponsors?
Yeah, and obviously, wear a TV10 Podcast t-shirt. Merlot has one.
Love it.
And Vanessa has one now.
Yep.
She's going to.
She's gonna.
We have one. Only $15.
Yeah.
Email us. You know the drill.
So about this show, is it just you or is it a gaggle of
It's
comics?
it's a gaggle. It's 4 other comedians. It's put together by Aaron Wesley. He's really funny. He's a local guy.
All right.
Oh, right on.
Yeah. Well, he's kind of local. He's between here and California. So he
How
goes
did
back
it
and
end up
forth.
at Good Grammar?
I don't
seems
know.
like an odd spot for this.
That is all his doing. I have no idea.
All right.
Cool. Yeah, but right downtown, so that's cool.
Yeah. Cool.
Oh, there's the
And-
shirt.
And
Yep.
there it is. Yeah.
In a medium.
Vanessa's gonna like that. It was
Yeah, it's
just her
great.
birthday on Friday, which made me think like,
Happy birthday, Vanessa.
did we ever get her a shirt? And apparently not.
Oh, okay. Well, there.
I asked her, "It's like, did we ever get you one of those?" She goes, "No, but
Now
I
you
want one."
did.
Now, she's got it right now.
Cool.
So that's how easy it was.
All right, and let's get the fuck out of here. With that, I'm gonna say good night, America.
And jiggle that handle. It's a goddamn hellscape here. So yes, you off you fuck.
Say good night.
Good night.
Professor to Hollywood. Come in, Hollywood.
Talk to me. How many episodes does Fry have left?
2, and one of them is a clip show.
But that means...
Indeed. If you don't crank out new episodes quickly, Fry will be dead by lunch. I'm having ham salad.
But this is impossible. To keep him from running out, we'll need to produce an hour-long episode every hour, non-stop, forever.
If Law and Order can do it, so can you. Professor out.
Futurama is brought to you by
Slurm zero! None of the flavor, all of the addiction! Where?